Hello, Aries. Wow. Welcome back to Souls and Stardust podcast channel. I am Shannon. I'm going to be doing your reading for today. Whenever you come across this reading, it's going to be perfect for you. I am focusing on what Aries needs to know right now. These tend to be messages about love, but whatever comes up, if it's a soul message, I'm going to read the cards that way as well. So let's jump in. I'm going to be using a number of different decks, and you'll see as we go. We're going to go ahead and jump right in. So we've got Truth Be Told, Yang Energy, and we've got To Be Fair. Okay, so Aries, this is a time for you to see truth, be very open and honest with yourself. It's definitely a time of action, forward movement, action, like jumping in. And I would say like this is your energy right here anyway. I mean, he's holding a ball of fire in his hands and it's full of stars. And then To Be Fair, so this is a card about weighing all sides of a situation, justice, fairness, balance. So we're gonna dive into those and see what we can discover. Now, I am going to be thinking about what does Aries need to know about love and relationships, but this also could be like career, could be prosperity, it could be all sorts of things. Truth be told though, card number 14, you could see the owl, it's wisdom, window to the heart space, windows are wide open to reveal a beautiful blue sky inside the heart. The owl is, though, standing on a mask. So this is something to consider. What's being hidden? What's being revealed? This is about honesty. It's about looking at things at the face value and accepting them as they are. It's also about coming out of denial, like being brutally honest with yourself, Aries, about whatever it is that you need to be honest with yourself about. And then this is also being very transparent in your interactions. So there is the truth, and then there is the truth, right? So every story, every situation has multiple truths depending on the perspective that's being taken and who's experiencing that. So this is a time right now, Aries, for you to be paying attention, for you to be listening. People will tell you exactly who they are if you are just patient enough and quiet enough, and if you just observe and listen. Observe their behavior and listen to what they say. This is a time for you to really engage in that open-minded, open-hearted conversation. It's a time to be willing to see truth for what it is, and being able to share openly and vulnerably. Aries, you may be in a period of like cracking your heart open. I mean, that imagery right there, the open doors to the heart space. This is you being vulnerable, you accepting truth, you telling truth, you showing the people around you who you are, and it's going to require dropping the mask, right? So consider all the masks that you may wear, Aries, and how you might be hiding behind those, and for what reason. So this is a call to be vulnerable, and it's up to you to tell the world the truth of who you are. So whoever you're involved with, like, are you being fully honest about who you are, what you want, how you want to be in this world, how you want things to feel in this partnership or in this agreement that you may be in. So remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up until now. So like who you are is colored by what you've been through, and it doesn't have to define you, but it does season you, right? So this is about you being brave, opening up your heart, being vulnerable, not holding back, like speaking your truth, allowing people to see you for who you are, allowing this person to see your vulnerability, to know your truth, to know who you are on the inside, but also for you to listen. This is an opportunity for you to listen so that you know the truth of who this person is that you're involved with. Yang is, as I said before, that is the energy of forward movement. It's about like making a move. This is masculine energy, actually. It's creative activity. It's the power to make things happen. It's the propelling forward. It's going for it. It's taking the steps. I wouldn't say they're risks. It's just like, take the steps that you're going to take. Like, now is the time for you to take action on this listening, this observing, this telling of the truth of yourself. This is also the universe telling you, like, here's your chance. Like, you better get on it, Aries. You may have something that's being presented to you. You may have a person presenting, and you just need to trust that you'll quickly know what you need to know about how to move. Like, you'll know where you stand with this person. It's okay to make the first move. Like, it requires a lot of courage and bravery, yes, but you're not going to find out if it's going to work until you step in. So this is universe saying, take the lead. Like, it's up to you to take the lead. And this to be fair card, this has actually come up quite often in my personal like healing sessions with people, but also I think in 2 of the other readings that I've just completed. I can't remember which ones they were in, but this came up too. Like, so I do feel like cosmically or like collectively, we may be in the energy of rebalancing or having things come full circle, like justice being served, I guess, not in necessarily a negative way, but like things balancing. But this is also the energy of needing to consider options and mutual benefit, right? So this is actually a really wonderful card when it comes to relationships or like love interest. If you're calling somebody in, or if you're in relationship, this is a card about like fairness, about mutual benefit, like give and take, although, you know, it's a little bit different energy than give and take. This is about listening as well as speaking. It's about wanting to be understood as well as understanding. There's so much to be learned, right? So this is I feel like Aries, maybe this is a situation where you're being pressed to be vulnerable and open your heart and take action, like step into whatever it is that's presenting for you, or to go deeper, like take the lead here. But this is actually about, I'm hearing that this is about you doing things a little bit differently than you've ever done them before. And this is you wanting to connect with whoever this person is, but you also are hoping for it to be a very balanced exchange, that you offer what you have, but you also get back what you need. And there's a lot of vulnerability involved in this. So this is about like fair exchanges. This is about considering all sides. This is about listening to learn and speaking to be understood, and making sure that you feel valued and respected, and so does the person. It's like making sure you guys are on the same page, basically. Like, does this make sense for us to get involved in this situation? Like, here's why. Do we share the same values? Do we want the same things? This is about fairness. Like, does it make sense for us to get involved in this? But it will require like very vulnerable, open-hearted, open-minded communication, like conversations about what that is, about what you want. Okay, I'm going to ask the tarot what Aries needs to know. What does Aries need to know right now? What does Aries need to know right now about love, important soul growth, my gosh. Okay, Aries, my cards do not want to combine, so that's interesting. That tells me that you are perhaps reluctant or you're resisting this process of opening up or merging or meshing or allowing the blending of energies to happen. Somebody may want to be getting close to you, and you like the idea of that, but this is it feels like it's new territory for some of you. Like you don't know how to be open and vulnerable and feel safe, but you want it with this person. You want to take action. So you're just learning how to do this in a new way, and it has to be done with fairness, like making sure you're both ready for it. You both want the same things. What does Aries need to know? My goodness. What does Aries need to know? I usually shuffle until cards pop out. So, oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. This took a little bit. Okay, we've got the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, so Aries, you're getting over some heartbreak. We have the Page of Wands, which is touching this Yang fire energy anyway. And we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So Three of Swords in reverse. This is air energy, okay? It's connected here to this Truth Be Told card, which I have been reading as like this fear of vulnerability or this need to be open and vulnerable and tell the truth of who you are. Three of Swords in the reverse. This is a card of healing. You're coming through intense, she's anguished here. She's anguished. The heart has been ripped in two places but stitched back together. She's trying to heal. This is a card of healing, but also being very reluctant to accept loss or needing to heal more deeply, right? So you may not feel ready for some of this. You may be thinking, oh my gosh, some of my wounds are going to get in the way. But this is also like feeling pretty stuck in your grief and your sadness, and also perhaps feeling like a victim to it. So Aries, you may need to just be very honest about what you've experienced and how you're feeling and how ready you are for new partnership, or perhaps you're in partnership and you're experiencing a lot of heartache, grief, and that's actually what you need to be talking about. That's what you need to be honest about. Regardless, your heart needs to open. So remember the open windows here of the heart. Your heart needs to open, and you need to be honest about what this resistance is, what this, the loss is, how the grief is hanging on, how you feel stuck in it. We're going to draw more cards on that too. And we have the Page of Wands here. So this is like new, fresh energy, new enthusiasm, new ideas, creativity especially. She's got her heart like pressed open. She's throwing up her wand in the air. She looks like she's dancing, actually. This is definitely like a new burst of energy, and it's touching the yang energy here. Okay, so fire sign, fire here, you're a fire sign. This is you wanting to get moving again. And maybe you're feeling like you need to just get going because that will help you get past this better. That's not necessarily always the case. I do agree that Spirit wants you to get moving on your healing and wants you to step into something new so it can show you how it can be different. You just need to be very fair about how your situations from before or what you're experiencing in current relationship would affect the way forward. So you have to be very fair to your partner, to whoever's involved with you, about how your pain is coloring the way you move through this partnership. The Page of Wands, though, this is a dreamer energy. This is like explosive creativity. It's enthusiasm. It's excitement about the future. It's new ideas. It's beginning again. you're feeling really inspired, and maybe you're like ready to try new things. Maybe that's what has to happen, that you need to try new things to breathe new life into what you already have. Or this is a brand new person that's coming in who has a lot of enthusiasm or gets that spark of passion going inside of you, and you're so ready to check that out, to see what that is, because it feels good to you. This is also, well, you may be like brainstorming new ideas, right? Or this person inspires a lot of creativity in you. Regardless, you're being asked to like evaluate what you have to be really honest about, your pain, your hurts, and how you're going to, how perhaps it's holding you back in some ways, how you need to move forward through that, but how you also need to be fair with those around you, truthful and fair with those around you and those you're involved with, so that this doesn't distort the quality of the relationship as you're moving forward. We also have the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is energy that's like unfocused, right? It's can be self-sabotage, right? This is the healing that needs to happen. So perhaps you have a history of selling yourself short, or saying, okay, I've been hurt before, this is going to happen again. This is also a time for just like needing more self-awareness. You may need some time. You may need to dive deep into what these wounds are. Even though Spirit is saying, hey, let's get going, it could be saying, hey, let's get going into diving into your self-development and your self-awareness. This can also be a little bit of reckless behavior. Again, it's attached to the to be fair card. So Aries, Spirit is asking you not to be reckless with the people around you. Be very responsible with how you move through this next situation, or this situation you may be in. You need to move forward differently in order for it to repair. So this is you needing to focus your energy. Maybe calm down. Like, this can be fiery emotions as well. It can be like aggressiveness. So again, the healing, you need to examine how these things are manifesting with you. Be very open and honest about that, but also focusing this forward movement energy. How can you be creative with it? How can you use it for positive things and for growth? And this also could just be like this new person that you've called in that's going to show you how you have to do things differently. But you can't self-sabotage this, right? You got to watch out for self-sabotage and being too cocky. This is about being fair. It's about being honest. It's about being brave. It's about owning your part in how things didn't work out before, okay? Let's see what else comes up for you. What else does Aries need to know? I just saw the 10 of Pentacles. So that is success, prosperity. Okay, Spirit, why don't you tell me why this 3 of Swords is here for Aries? Why is this 3 of Swords here for Aries? Okay, okay. You might have been, this is your card, Aries. This is the Emperor showing up in reverse, okay? You may have been a little bit stubborn in a previous situation. You may have been a little bit controlling. You may have a problem with like letting go and allowing things to unfold. You may have been a little bit bossy. You may have been stubborn. You also just may have made some poor decisions that really affected how things unfolded or how your partner felt or feels. So again, the 3 of Swords in reverse can be not owning or not being accountable for your part in how things, how pain has happened, how grief has happened. So you're healing, but it's telling me here that perhaps you were a little bit stubborn about some things and too rigid, and then that caused more problems for you, more miscommunications. Oh, yeah, here we go. So the High Priestess, this is a woman in her power. So this could be for men or women, right? This is intuition. It's discernment. It's enlightenment. It's spirituality. This is the wisdom within and going deep within to find it. It's a very like watery type of feeling. I feel like Aries, you may have let your head get the better of you in this, and your ego may have gotten the better of you in this situation, whatever you were in that caused pain. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So we've got Ace of Pentacles. This is new opportunity. This is interesting because this is a new beginning, and it's also linked with prosperity because it's a pentacle, it's a coin. This is career, it's change, it's money, it's a new beginning, but it's connected to this forward movement, this fire energy, and this Page of Wands, which is new, like burst of creativity. Could be a person, right? Could be a person offering you something, a new opportunity at love. It's not the Ace of Cups, but it is like a new beginning. And I think of Pentacles as like gifts or collaboration to work towards something together to build stability. I think whoever it is, like if you've called them in, this is somebody who's very interested in like stability and building something that is long term. It's not, they may have like this fiery energy, very enthusiastic, a lot of fun to be around, but they are deep down interested in stability. What else does Aries need to know? I think you also have to be very thoughtful, very reflective, and using a lot of discernment about what it is that you have, how you've shown up in relationships in the past, Aries, and what you're learning from it. Because it's clear you want things to work out differently. You want a different type of experience. What else does Aries need to know? What is it about this Ace of Pentacles? Here we go. Here we go, another Page of Pentacles. Okay. This is in the reverse, right? It just means they're challenged a little bit, probably with like starting new and starting in a different, doing something in a different way. This is unexpected changes. I think you're being handed something that you didn't expect, especially from whoever it is that's just entered, or you're being asked to do things differently so that you don't lose something, okay? The Page of Pentacles in reverse he's a messenger, right? He, she is a messenger delivering news about material things. I do also feel like Pentacles are a gift, right? So this could be you having to come to terms with maybe laziness or lack of motivation, which again, like you're being asked to jump into this forward movement energy. This could be talking about how you have to do things a little bit differently. You're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to be focused. You're going to have to be really intent upon giving your all, to what you want. Like you have to get serious about what you want, and then focusing on that. But this is unexpected changes. I think you're going to go through some shifts in how you actually approach relationships, especially with this person, whoever it is. Okay, and there may be like a couple of you may be going into business together. Oh, that's too many, but we're gonna pull this one that landed. Oh, look, just as I said, a couple of you may be going into business together. Three of Pentacles. This is literally the collaboration card. It's about learning, but it's in mastery, but it's also about collaboration. So like you may be going into business with somebody, or you may be working very hard together at a project. Whoever it is, Aries, that has just come in for you, you're having discussions about how you want to build something, how you want to collaborate, and how how you want to learn together and master this. So it could quite literally be a money-making opportunity that you join forces on, but it also could very well be you want to collaborate in a relationship in a way that's very new to you, and you're like, this person's enthusiastic about that, you are too, but there's these things you have to overcome in order for this collaboration to work. Okay, Spirit, please tell me why the Knight of Wands is here in reverse with the to be fair. Remember, that Knight of Wands is about being cocky, you know, unfocused energy. Could be a little bit of like player energy, right? Like maybe you in the past gave off like I don't care kind of vibes, or entertained multiple offers. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Cups in reverse. This is the energy of, you know, this is like in the upright, this is about walking away, leaving something behind because it's not working anymore. It's also like abandonment, but it could be a card of travel. But since there's so many cups, right, it has to do with emotion. This card in reverse it can be like fear of change. It can be feeling stuck. And perhaps that's what happened before, is like you felt really stuck or stuck in a rut, and you know, it caused you to like have unfocused energy. This is a card of low self-esteem, and it can also be a card of like coming back around to whatever it was that is unfinished. I actually feel like this has to do, Aries, with you like wanting to overcome that fear of change, like wanting to become a better partner or ready for new types of partnership or just a new way forward in life. This card is telling you though, like, don't settle or don't compromise, right? Like make sure you're using your discernment about what's actually best for you, if it matches what you desire, what you hope for. Oh, and here we go. If you're really thoughtful, Aries, like if you are really thoughtful and really dig into your wounds, like dig into that Three of Swords energy in reverse, like how are you hanging on to the wounds? Where did you not take responsibility for your part in it? Where have you been stubborn or, you know, controlling or like addicted to chaos maybe, or maybe that's all you've ever known. As you do this work and as you work with someone in partnership, either toward material wealth, I feel like this is somebody who's like super exciting, that really feels so different to you. And it has you excited, and the potential for building something together is huge, but you're scared, Aries. And you know, reasonably so. You've been hurt, but you're also at this place where this person, whoever they are, they're going to require you to do your work in order for this collaboration to be successful. You're going to have to do your emotional work. Because no more settling, right? Like, you know, you don't want to settle. You know, you want to leave old wounds behind. It's only fair to you and the person you're getting involved with. This is the world card. Could be literally traveling the world, but this is also like success. It's completion of a cycle. It's the universe is smiling down upon you because you've walked this path and you've learned your lessons for this cycle, and you get to like be rewarded. Oh my gosh. Okay, Aries, so you do your work. You got good things coming to you. I'm going to ask what the advice is. What's the advice for Aries? What's the advice for Aries? Again, Page of Pentacles offering something to you. You're manifesting a new way forward. You're manifesting stability, and it's an offer from someone. So whoever this person that has come in, or if you're in relationship, you're figuring out how to do it differently. But I really feel like this is a person that's new to you. Oh my gosh, and we've got the Knight of Wands again, but now in the upright. This is you showing up fully in that energy, passionate, inspired action, fearless. Like you're ready to do this. You're ready. You're ready to conquer. You're ready to be successful. And we also have the Five of Swords in reverse, which is a desire to reconcile. It's making amends. It's forgiveness. This is a beautiful card, Aries. You're like putting stuff to rest so that you can like show up as this evolved version of you, ready to build something beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna pull from your girlfriend's No BS Love Oracle. What does Aries need to know? There's some shady-ish going on. I feel like this is in relation to that Three of Swords in reverse. What needs to be taken care of, Aries? What needs to be healed so you can show up as you, the Knight of Wands, and as that Emperor in the upright? What does Aries need to know? Yeah, you have to talk. They can't read your mind. You have to use your words, okay? You have to be open-hearted, open your throat chakra and talk. Be honest, be vulnerable. It's the only way things are going to go differently. And the only way you can express what you need so that they can show up how in the ways that are best for you. And then you can understand how you get to show up for them. Okay, so for some of you, you're ending something. But I do feel like this is in regard to letting go of what was so that you can fully step into this new way of being. I'm going to pull from my Heart's Secret Desire, Hidden Secret, Heart's Hidden Secrets deck. Oh, what is Aries? What's the wisdom for Aries? What does Aries need to know? Okay, Aries, nothing really wants to come out of this deck. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Peace, balance, harmony, friendship. This is what you're hoping for. This is what you get to find with that World card. This is what you're leaving behind. That hollow, empty feeling that had you doing some things that the Knight of Wands in reverse would do. Feeling stubborn, feeling resentment. Wow, whoever it is that's come in, I think you're ready to do things differently. I know you're ready to do things differently. This is a new beginning for you. Whether it's in something you already have, you're gonna do things differently. Whether it's somebody who has just entered your life that you're calling in or called in, this is gonna be somebody who helps you see how love can be very different and how it can be very stable and safe and successful. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you. I hope this resonates. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you very soon.